Hey, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be starting a series called 7 Days of Summer Braids. Braids are something that I love and I feel like they're so simple, but sometimes I'll have one in my hair and someone will be like, how in the world did you do that? So I thought that I might as well start making YouTube videos to show you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm doing something super simple. It's just going to be a simple fishtail braid. That sometimes I like to curl the rest of my hair to wear it, or sometimes I'll leave it down, just down and straight, or sometimes I'll put it back in a messy bun or just a loose ponytail, just depending on what the weather's like and where I'm going to be that day. So today, for starters, I just blow dry my hair. I put some product in it and blow dry it just like I normally would. If you have naturally straighter hair or naturally wavy hair, you can just let it air dry, sleep in it wet, and do whatever you feel comfortable with. I just blow dry it because I have naturally curly hair, crazy hair, so it would be super frizzy if I didn't blow dry it. So to start out, you're just going to want some bobby pins, maybe a clear elastic, or just a basic ponytail holder, whatever you feel comfortable with, and obviously a hairbrush. So I'm just going to brush my hair out. And part it wherever you normally part your hair. I have a pretty deep part most days. So to make the braid fuller, I'm just going to kind of keep it where it is. If you part in the middle, I would probably recommend doing a side part, just because I think it looks awkward to have a middle part and then a braid on one random side. If you're doing a braid on each side, then that's another story, but I just think it looks a little bit better if you have a deeper part fit on your heavier side. So for this look, we are going to do it on our heavier side. There are some looks that will do it on our looser or our lighter side, but just for this one, we're doing it on the heavier one because we want the braid to look nice and bulky. And my hair is freshly clean. Like I said, this morning I just shampooed, but I'm a dry shampoo freak, so I am going to put a little bit of dry shampoo in it. My favorite drugstore dry shampoo is Dove. This stuff is amazing. I use it on all my clients for weddings. And I find that sometimes dry shampoo leaves residue. It always leaves residue. That's what dry shampoo is. But with this one, I feel like brunettes can use it as well. And you can't like look at it and see that it's chalky like you can with most. And I'm just going to get this foiling comb, just something like this, to make a triangle in my hair right here. Kind of frizzy. And this is just going to be, like I said, an inverted fishtail braid. So I'm going to part it into two. We have our triangle. Here's the part, and then the triangle. So part it into two. And the difference between an inverted braid and a regular braid is all about the direction you go when you switch sides. So we're going to be, how do I explain this? We're going to be going up towards the ceiling. So we're going to take a piece of that from one side, bring it to the other, bring this, and then we're going to start adding. So I always, when I'm doing a braid on my bangs, I always kind of started out the first one, two or three passes, just doing a normal braid, just because it kind of gets me in the groove, gets me going. But now I'm going to start adding, since I already did one pass normal. So I have this, then I'm going to add some from the outside and bring it over. And like I said, since this is going to be an inverted braid, we want it to be kind of sitting on top of the hair versus under the hair. We're going to go under with this one, up towards the ceiling. So I have that, add, under. And with braids, I feel like the messier the better. So don't be too particular about grabbing the same amount of hair each time. Obviously, you don't want it to go from 300 strands of hair to like a super small strand of hair. Kind of keep it in the same general area, but it doesn't have to be exact. And when you're doing fishtails, always make sure you're grabbing from here. Sometimes it's easy to leave a chunk of hair up here out, so you just kind of always want to be looking in the mirror. And I'm sporadically gonna not add hair to the section closest to my face, just because I have super fine baby hairs and I don't want it to be too pulled back. I want it to be a little bit looser and messier. And with this one, the tighter the better. We're obviously gonna pull it out to make it looser, but I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. So just make it super tight to start out with. And then we're just gonna kind of make it a normal fishtail now. Still inverted, but we're gonna quit adding hair to lose that French effect. And right now I'm taking super tiny sections just because I want it to be a little more intricate. So now that we're getting to the end, I'm gonna come to a stopping point. You can leave it like this. I think it's beautiful like this if you wanna put it back in a ponytail, but I like to pull mine out. So what I do to pull it out and make it big and full, kind of a runway look, I like to think of it as, is I just pinch and pull the outsides, and I start at the bottom and just work my way up to the roots. And you can make it as big and loose or as tight as you want it. This might be too big for some people, but just make it your own. That's the fun part about your own hair and your own makeup, is you can kind of do what you want. Find what you like, find what you don't. Sometimes I'll do these big inverted braids and updos that I do for weddings, and the girls see it at first because, like, if it's pulled back you kind of see all the crazy bumps and they're like, oh my gosh, no. I find that everything that looks good in the end kind of looks crazy in the process, so don't freak out, especially if someone's ever doing this to your head. Just let them do what they want to do, and then if you don't like it in the end, tell them. But they probably always have a plan to make it look better than you think. Make sense? So now we're just going to tie it off with an elastic, a clear elastic. Then I'm just going to kind of do a messy bun, however you do your messy buns, or put it in a ponytail. Like I said, make this part your own. So I have my bun, and I'm just going to kind of bobby pin the hair that's falling out. So this is the first day of 7 days of summer braids. I hope it was beneficial for you guys. Like I said, if you didn't want to do the messy bun, you could always leave it down and curl it, straighten it, do whatever you want. If you're going for more of a nighttime look, I would probably curl it or straighten it, but just for the day and out running errands, I just threw it in a bun. So let me know if this was beneficial for you. Also, let me know if there are other braids that you want to see throughout the 7 days. I have about 6 more, and there are so many different options to choose from. I have a list, but let me know if there's something that you want to request. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.